Good afternoon. It is Wednesday today on the 7s, as usual, as I'm roasted on them. But today's video, I think I'll just kind of go a bit more in depth of, like, you know, since it's my 1 year anniversary as a driver, anything changed? Do I still like it and that kind of stuff? Simple answer is obviously yes, I still like this job. I wouldn't be doing it otherwise. You know, I never do jobs that I don't enjoy, because I just think that's no way to live. You know, happiness is more important than money. But yeah, so simple answer, yes. The annoying part, people. Since doing this job, I've gone off people a lot more than I used to. That's purely because of the way bus drivers are just treated in general. I mean, people think that, you know, we're just, you know, they can abuse us and we just take it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that's not how it works. I don't like getting verbal abuse. Do you know what I mean? Who does? So it's just, it's not right. So that's the only thing. It's a lot that people do that annoy me now. It's like, I'm trying to pull away, for example, I'm trying to pull away from the bus stop and you've got people banging on the door, being like, oh, please driver, please. Like, you've got to understand, I get it, don't get me wrong, I'd get it if it was like a bus that doesn't come, you know, for another half an hour kind of thing, or an hour. Like, if you're up north, that would make sense, you know, because up there, it's just, you're lucky if you're lucky there's a bus every half an hour up there. Do you know what I mean? You know, but down here, you got it good. You got like the 472, which on a weekday is like every 5 minutes. You know, it's like, so you don't need to run for it. Do you know what I mean? Like 177 every 10 minutes, you know, between 8 and 12 minutes. Like, that is so good compared to other parts of the country. But stuff like that annoys me. You know, people not having the Oyster card ready. Oh, don't get me started on that. Just holds up the service, and then I guarantee you they're the ones who start moaning, driver, why are you late? And I'm like, because of people like you bloody not getting your Oyster cards out. Do you know what I mean? People don't realise that 90% of the delays are caused by passengers. It's not actually traffic like people think it is. But yeah, it's just the way it goes, I suppose, you know. Sorry about that. Really needed the loo all of a sudden. But yeah, as I was saying, so, you know, people not having their Oyster cards ready, it's so tedious. Oh, it's just a nightmare. I could go on and on. I mean, I know some of you are wanting me to make a dedicated video of everything that annoys a bus driver, but don't want to be too negative. I don't want to, like, just, you know, slate the job, because it is a good job. You know, I get to drive all day, which is what I love doing. I love driving, so, do you know what I mean? Driving's everything to me. You know, it's my whole career, so. But it's a good job. I mean, the drivers are really nice. You know, you'll meet some really nice drivers, which is what it's all about. You know, you say hello to each other and, you know, do the famous bus driver wave while driving. You know, it's cool. You know, you do feel a sense of pride, you know, wearing the uniform and, you know, representing the company that you work for. You know, that's why uniforms were introduced in the first place, to give people an identity. You know, a sense of belonging. Yeah, I've got a new uniform coming. You know, since I've been here a year, I'm entitled to order some more uniform. So I'm looking forward to that. Cannot wait. But yeah, I'll quickly show you my duty card so you can see what I've been up to today. Okay, so this is my duty, 4554T. It's just a temporary duty. They've just changed it slightly. So it's a Monday to Thursday, so I signed on at 5:55 in the morning, signed off at 3:10 in the afternoon. So I took a bus from the garage, ran dead to Amazon, did the return trip from Amazon to Thamesmead, and then I changed to a 177 in the same bus, and then did Thamesmead, not even to Peckham. I got turned at New Cross, so I didn't go to Peckham, and then I came back to the garage for my meal relief. And that's 10:20 to 11:45, so a pretty long meal relief. So I've just got to Peckham, so I'm here. I go back to Thamesmead and then come off at the station. So it's a pretty good duty today. So yeah, as you can see, it's a very good duty today. I'm on it tomorrow. I'm off Friday for personal reasons. Then back Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then off Tuesday, in Wednesday on my rest day for doing some overtime on the 422. Yay! So yeah, pretty busy. Obviously it's Christmas. I'm working Christmas Eve and Boxing Day, and New Year's Eve. I've asked for New Year's Day off because, as you know, 21-year-olds like to go out and have a party and have a drink. So luckily I'm on earlies on the week of New Year's, so I finish at about 2 o'clock on New Year's Eve, and then have New Year's Day off, so works out in my favour. You know, the garage niced me there. And Boxing Day, funnily enough, fell on one of my rest days, so I'm actually going to be earning rest day money for Boxing Day, so that's nice. It's a nice little addition. But obviously, you know, Christmas coming up, obviously it's all about just getting as much money together as you can, you know, have a good Christmas, that's what it's all about. But I don't, I tend to work Christmas anyway, because we don't really do anything over Christmas, so I don't really see the point in, you know, so I spend Christmas Day with, you know, my family, and then that'll do me. Back to work, you know. It's work. You know, see my friends when I can, see my family, and then just get back to work and just, you know, keep the grind going. You know, that's what it's about. When you're, you know, a young guy, you know, you got to make your mark on the world. You know.
You must wear a face covering over your nose and mouth at all times when using TfL services and stations, unless you are exempt. It's there to protect us all.
Indeed. I've got 8 minutes, and then I'm back out, going to Thamesmead, then come off at the station to finish. I do like earlies, but I struggle. I do sometimes struggle waking up early. Because I normally get in for about 5:45, so I try and get in half hour to 15 minutes to half an hour early before I sign on, just so I can do my BCR checks with no worry of, like, you know, time constraints. Because when you do your BCR checks, you want to make sure, especially if you're a new driver as well, you want to give yourself as much time as possible, because you're allowed to sign on up to an hour early. Especially if you're a new driver and you're not really into the flow of checking your bus and what to look for, it'll be better for you to obviously come in much more earlier for your shift, so then you can do your BCR checks with no worry of time constraints, you know, because you only get 15 minutes to sign on, find your bus, do your paperwork, and, you know, check your bus and go. You only get about 15 minutes in the morning. So obviously you do need to use it wisely, and you need to be efficient with what you're looking for. So just gotta, it's like, yeah, you could go, well, that's not enough time because you might miss something. Yeah, but when you know what you're looking for, it's not. When you've been doing the job, I mean, when you've been doing the job as long as well, I have at least, and also all the other drivers who've been here, you know, like 20 years, you know what to look for. You know whether that, you know when a tyre doesn't look right, or the wheel nut indicators are stretched. You know what to look for. So it's just the way it goes. But nothing new with me. You know, just driving a bus every day, you know, 6 to 7 days, and then potentially doing rest days, you know, because normally we're rotated to work 6 to 7 days. I am anyway. I mean, I'm sure for Mike, and, you know, like, it's probably different for him, because he's obviously, you know, A, a different garage, and B, and obviously a complete different route to me, because do different routes. But I'm normally rotated to work 6 to 7 days in a row, and then I have 2 days off, you know, so obviously those are my rest days. I tend to work at least, especially if it's a Tuesday, Wednesday rest days, I tend to work at least one of them. And Sunday, Monday, I tend to work the Monday because I like my Sundays, I like my roast dinners, you know, I'm traditional English like that. But yeah, so when I have Sunday, Monday rest days, I tend to work the Mondays. Tuesday, Wednesdays, I tend to work either because it's a midweek. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday rest days, I tend to work the Thursday and then have the weekend off. I don't know if I'll do that this time because I've got that coming up in a couple of weeks, but I don't know if I'll do that. I might take the whole weekend off and just relax. You know, it will be the only time I really get to relax over Christmas, because obviously we all get Christmas Day off, but that's it. You know, I'm working Christmas Eve. I don't have a shift for Christmas Eve yet, but I will probably get one. Boxing Day I'm working, but I'm off the next day, like, because I'm working. Because Boxing Day's on a Sunday, and obviously that week I'm off Sunday. Monday I'm off on the Monday, so I mean, you know, I'll probably take that off. But even on Boxing Day, I finish at 2:00 in the afternoon, so I can still enjoy Boxing Day and the next day. So if I wanted to have a drink, I could. Do you know what I mean? But we'll see how it goes. Because they may not have overtime available for the Monday, because I don't know. Right, I've got a couple of minutes, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you at Thamesmead. Take care. Welcome mate, join me at Thamesmead. So I'm just going to the garage now, and then I come off. Annoying trip that was. I really hate it when people sit here. So when they sit in these seats here, so these ones here, I hate it. I hate it because they always look at me while I'm driving, and I'm like, do you mind? It's the benefit of the train drivers have. They got their own little area sealed off, you know, so only staff can, you know, access that, not the public. And it's really frustrating because you've got people looking at you, you know, and it's just like, I'm trying to drive, leave me alone, you know. And then I get fucking people who just think it's okay to press the bell late and then blame me. You know, I started to, like this happened at the garage, I started to pull out because there was obviously changeovers happening and there was no one waiting at the bus stop and no one pressed the bell. So I started to pull out into the traffic to get round the bus, and immediately the bell goes off and I'm just like, are you serious? You've had plenty of time to press that bell and you want to press it as I'm going away from the bus stop. And it happened again in Thamesmead just now. People just don't seem to want to press the bell as soon as, you know, we get past the stop before. Just do it as we've gone past the stop before, press the bell, I immediately go, okay, next stop, cool. You know, but they always want to leave it till the last minute. Do you know why? It's because they're distracted. They're either listening to their music, not paying attention, or they're on their phone. And it's the same at bus stops. People are just too busy on their phone, doing whatever they want to do, and then they see the bus go past and they're like, oh, like, it's your own fault, you know. I don't bother with that stuff. I'm not stopping at every bus stop to see if someone wants to get on the bus, you know, because they're standing at the bus stop. You know, I do treat everyone as idiots who gets on my bus, because people are idiots. They don't think. They don't put out their hand. I had that as well. People stand at the bus stop, you know, and they could see me coming from a mile away. They didn't think to just, you know, put their hand out like that, you know, to let me know that they want to get on the bus. That's how you tell the driver you want to get on the bus. You put your hand out, you know. And then I pull into the bus stop, you get on, you tap on, and you sit down, done. Simple, right? Not in the real world. You know, in the make-believe world, yeah, you know. But in the real world, it ain't that easy. People are dumb. They don't, like, you know, and it just winds me up. You know, and, like, again, the people who press the bell late, blame me. No, it's not my fault, mate. Get off your phone and stop fooling around and actually pay attention to what's going on. It's the same with people waiting at the bus stop. Get off your phone and pay attention. Like, it's not that hard. It really isn't that hard. You know, at the end of the day, all you gotta do is, you know, every 5 to 10 seconds, just look at the road and see if there's a bus coming. And if it's your bus, get yourself sorted, get your Oyster card out, be ready to tap on. You know, like, it's not that difficult. You know, you get people who wait at these bus stops for like 10 minutes and they don't have their Oyster card out, or like in their pocket ready to get out to tap on. It's like it's buried at the bottom of a woman's handbag. And like, it's just, you don't want to mess with women's handbags. You'll be there for decades trying to find it, and it's just ridiculous. But yeah, I'm ranting now. I've been a good couple of days with passengers. This route is, since I started this route a year ago, you know, because I've been on this route all the time. You know, when I first joined, I was rotated on it, you know, just to get me settled into it, and obviously now I'm rotated on it properly. I want off. Like, you know, I've got such a short fuse now for this route. So someone does something so insignificant to a lot of people really annoys me. So, you know, when people put their arm out, they flap like that, and it's like, what are you doing? And that annoys me. Normally it wouldn't, but because I'm on the 177s, my like anger levels are just heightened so much. I don't get why people do that. Like, all you do is you just stick your arm out like that, but they do that. It's like, what is that? But when I'm on the 177s, it just annoys me even more because I hate the route so much. It just does my head in. I've had enough of it, and I can't wait to get off it. You know, just going anywhere near Greenwich is just, oh, I know I'm going on I want to go on the 422s, but you deal with it at the start and the end of the route. You don't really deal with Greenwich. Like, you just don't really deal with it. You know, you don't go through it. You know, you kind of cut in and then go back out again, kind of thing. But yeah, I've just had enough of the route. It's just doing my head in now, so I can't wait to get off it. But yeah, it's my little rant, you know, about people being annoying, and yeah, it just does my mind. It's been a long few days. At least I'm only in tomorrow, which is Thursday, then off Friday, so it splits up the week a little bit, then working Saturday, Sunday, Monday, off Tuesday. So, there you go. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Just a little bit of a ranty video today, you know, just kind of get stuff off my chest. But I hope you've enjoyed. Obviously, please leave a like, subscribe as normal, turn the notification bell on if you want to know when I upload. Obviously, tell your friends. We're about 850 subscribers, so we're very close. We're getting very, very close to 900, which would be amazing. But yeah, and I'll see you as usual. Any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll answer as best I can. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.